So, gonna do a pretty quick hitter, hopefully, on this thing, which is a Creedmoor Sports Deluxe scoped rifle case, and this is the 48-inch model. I also do want to mention, just because it's a thing that people may worry about. I bought this with my own money. I have no contact affiliation at all. I will post a link to where I bought this, but it's not going to be an affiliate link. I don't make any money off of this. I don't make any money off the videos. The views don't get me anything. I don't get any discounts. I'm not planning on profiting from this. Again, this is just something I bought for myself, and I figured, hey, if anybody else is looking at a product like this, maybe my opinion could help, show you a little bit about what you're going to get. Went to go get ready for a hunting trip several weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I had an Allen rifle case that I paid like $40 for a few years ago, and the zipper just split wide open, and so couldn't use it. Had to use a hard case, and I don't really like using hard cases for hunting trips because if you got to throw the rifle behind a seat or stuff it on top of some other stuff, hard cases are pretty unwieldy. Trying to, me and my brother hunt with a old whip Ford Ranger extended cab, and trying to get a hard case in and out behind the back seats just crazy. So wanted another soft case, and so I'd seen, I think it was F-Class John had done a review of Creedmoor Sports competition bags, and they have these really nice bags for big like F-Class rifles and stuff. And so I found this, and it wasn't cheap. I want to say I paid like $115 for this thing, so it wasn't cheap. But I got it in this week, and man, it does look well made and has some nice features. So I just figured if anybody's looking for a nicer rifle case, so far without actually using this thing much, it does seem to fit the bill. So let's look at what it's got. So first, let's get into the main section, which we're going to have to unzip it. And from the first thing that you see is they've got a Velcro retention on the zipper. And these are really big honking YKK zippers. So you can see the size of like the pull, the size of the zipper teeth. Very heavy duty zippers on this thing, which again, that was the failure point on my last case. So I'm glad to see that. It's got Velcro retention around the handle. So there is some more Velcro retention. This kind of retains the butt of the gun coming backwards, and so you can leave this on or off. Again, this is 48-inch interior dimensions. So here in the middle, it's got another retention Velcro strap to, again, really secure a rifle in the case. So up toward the front, you're not going to be able to see, but you can tell that it's got quite a bit of stitching here. And this front's kind of stiff, and so I think they have like a plastic form in there to protect the muzzle of the rifle. And so it is padded a little bit on the exterior. Interior, it's got, it feels like just some fabric. And then again, it feels like there's a plastic kind of protective shield for the nose of the rifle. There's also some reinforcement webbing all along the back spine and in a few places on the side. And so there you go. It is made in the Philippines. One of the questions I always have about stuff is, where's it made? And, it's hard. A lot of soft gear is made overseas. The American-made stuff is usually just so expensive that it is hard to justify it. I didn't know where this was made when I bought it. I did figure it was imported. Again, it's not cheap, but, it's also not terrible. So one of the other things I will check, it says that it's 48 inches interior, and that does check out. I had no problem getting a 45-inch rifle in here that was scoped. Internal dimensions, again, 48 inches long, and at the highest point, probably about 12 inches deep, which pretty much corresponds to the measurements given on the website. I had no problem getting a scoped hunting rifle in here that has a 24-inch barrel and I think measures something like 45 inches overall. And I also measured with a more tactical style setup rifle with a large, like, 34 millimeter tube, kind of tactical mount scope. Pretty big, tall rifle with a 24-inch barrel, and it had no problems either. So pretty good size on this thing, didn't have any trouble. Also has a pretty good size pocket You can see, on the side, plenty of room. This could fit probably a laptop, tablet, or something. Matter of fact, just to check, I've got a Microsoft Surface and plenty of room, plenty of room in that pocket, right? So, um, really, really nice accessory pocket, plenty of room there on the front. That also has reinforcement at the edge of the zippers. So you're not going to have any problem on this thing with the zippers busting. There's also heavy reinforcement at the end of the main zipper. So again, very sturdy. Everything, the stitching, the type of webbing that they're using is all pretty heavy and seems to be very well done and very well made. It's got a couple of backpack style arm straps on the back. Those aren't detachable, they are stitched in, but you can tighten those up, shouldn't be a problem. So it's also got a carry handle with a little Velcro retention, which is kind of neat. Again, it's very well thought out. And then the last feature that's pretty interesting on this thing is down at the bottom. This little flap is not a flap. That's actually a tube. And it has a little Velcro enclosure there. And what this is for is so that you can put a cleaning rod with your bag. And so this is a tipped-in carbon cleaning rod. And this rod is close to 36 inches in rod length and like 42 inches overall. And it goes in there and sits pretty well. And there's plenty of, retention on that handle for, a long, like I said, 36-inch cleaning rod. And it basically fits right up in there so that it doesn't hang off or really cause any problems at all. And so you can carry a cleaning rod with your rifle wherever you go. So, I don't want to over exaggerate. I haven't used this bag yet. So, we'll see over time if it wears out or has any problems. But given what I'm seeing so far, this looks like a pretty nice deal. Again, it's not cheap. Like I said, it does cost, 115, 120 bucks. Initial impressions, good, solid padding, really well made heavy duty zippers. Everything seems thought out. There's good retention, there's good reinforcement. It's got a couple of nifty little features and overall seems like a pretty good deal. So, I'm not saying that it's a huge recommend until I really get some use behind it, but initial impression, very, very positive from Creedmoor Sports. Anyway, if you got any questions, as always, just leave a comment. Thanks.